think we are. Yeah, we are back. Yep, we're back. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, audience.
Hey.
It's the Prophetic Podcast. Back for another episode.
We are back.
I'm your host, Drew. Hi. Bree is with me today.
Hey.
There's no Trevor there today. Unfortunately, he's not here with us.
Oh.
I don't know what he's doing, actually. I'm pretty bad about figuring out what y'all do when you're not. Yeah. He's not here. He'll be here next time. So, yeah, so how have you been?
Good. Been good. I am in the middle of a move. June is such a busy month for me, so, I'm just kind of taking it week by week. Last weekend was my boyfriend's birthday.
Tell me his name again.
Angel.
Happy birthday, Angel.
Yes.
Happy belated birthday.
Last week was his birthday. We had a
Is
nice
he an angel, though?
celebration. He is an angel.
He better be.
But you know what they say about angels? They're good and bad. But he is an angel.
I didn't say that.
No, he is an angel. And then the week before that, I went to go visit my family. My family met Angel for the first time.
Oh, really? How'd that go?
It's good. It was really,
That's
really good.
always nerve-wracking.
It was. And it was also my 10-year reunion, high school reunion.
You got a lot of shit going on.
So, this month has just been insane. So, I feel like I'm just, in a wild vortex and just taking it day by day.
Don't say the vortex. It
we're here.
reminds me of All American. That's my show. So, how was the trip back home?
Good. It was really good. It was good to see my family and, it was...
Ohio, right?
Mm-hmm, in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it was nice, the Angel got to meet... Because he hasn't met my family yet. Because, they haven't been here since we've been together. And so, it was good to meet them. And he got to meet my childhood best friend and hung out with my brother. Him and my brother, we're basically playing video games for, hours. And then they, completely ditched us and went to the movies.
I'm glad you said you got to meet your friends because... My lady's friends are in Chicago. For those of us who have, relationships with people that are from somewhere else, we don't be believing that you actually have friends until we actually meet them.
Right?
So.
And it's I'm kind of a little different.
Yeah.
Around my family, right? So it was nice that he got to see me in that
I want to meet them
environment.
now so I can see how different you are.
I
so
know.
I
when they come, I'm going to bring them to the studio.
Please do.
We can have them
just
sit
line
down
them-
on the couch.
We'll just line them all up around the studio. That'd be cool. So how was your reunion?
Good. It was good. It was weird.
Was a lot of people just pissing on each other? Like, I'm doing this, you're doing that? Or was it
I
actually...
was hoping that's what would happen, and it's not what happened. It was just
It was embracing and warm?
It was warm and fun, and it was
That's good, though.
cozy.
Why do you want the drama?
Because people always talk about the 10-year reunion as everyone's gonna come in trying to flex, and it's gonna be the thing. And
We haven't made it that far to flex yet.
right, it's and everyone's struggling.
That's the 20 and 30 year reunions where you start flexing.
Right, no,
Yeah.
but it was fun, but a fun twist to the night. So there was this guy in our high school who was unwell, right? And
What do you mean unwell?
mentally, he used to wear army fatigue, full army, and a helmet to school every day.
Wait.
Yes. What? Well,
Sorry.
the gunshot is going to be very timely. Let me tell you why. Because I think it was our junior year, they found a list in his locker of people that he wanted to
Why did I just use the gunshot?
annihilate.
Why did I use the gunshot so
Yes.
soon? Oh, no.
And so he was known as the possible school shooter. It was a whole thing. Thank God.
Were you on the list?
I was not on the list, but let me tell you
were or
why.
you weren't?
I was not.
Oh, thank God.
Because
But you're nice, though.
Me and him were. I made sure. I know how to play my
just
cards.
said this the other day. I said when she starts going to school, she's gonna be the cool kid, but she's gonna be the cool kid that's nice to everybody.
Yeah, you gotta be nice to even the
Everybody.
people that need extra love. I was always
Love
the
them
person.
all. You don't
Yeah.
want to be on nobody's list.
Exactly. So I didn't make the list. But anyway, fast forward into adulthood. He has gone to jail now for killing kittens.
Is he the dude from Don't Fuck with Cats?
No, but he probably could have been on that show.
Oh, that's
because he
horrible.
had some not alive kittens in his refrigerator.
You go to prison for that?
I think
I mean,
so.
you should. But I didn't know you could.
I think so. And then he was working security at this mall and chased a woman around the mall who was just trying to observe the mall. It's an abandoned mall, so people go there to take pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was there and chased her around the mall with a blade and ended himself in jail again. And so he was at the reunion, and it was really uncomfortable.
Wait a
because
minute. How was he at there? I thought he was in prison.
he got out, and he was telling everyone about his time in jail. And
Oh, this sounds like a fun night.
It was fun and also very alarming because I'm like, you seem a little,
Like this might be my last reunion.
yeah, like you seem a little like excited about telling your stories.
Yeah.
So
that
that was
doesn't
a
get you
fun
cachet,
twist.
buddy. Sorry.
Nah.
But hey, shout out to you. I bet you're a wonderful dude. Hope you listen to the show. Please don't put me on any of your list.
Yeah, I don't want to make it on
Yeah,
the second.
yeah, nah.
I evaded the first one.
If
I don't
you
want to get on
revamp
the
the list,
second
you're
one.
not trying to land
Yeah,
on that thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the revised
Well, I'm
list.
glad you made it back safely.
Me
That
too.
sounds
And
like
I have a
fucking
fun
nightmare.
story to tell.
Yeah. I mean, if that's your style style of fun, I guess. Yeah. So
Yeah.
everything else has been good. Work
good.
is good.
Yeah, work's
Life
good.
is
Life's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, life's good. It's
Life's been,
hectic, but it's
life's
good.
been
What
good.
about you?
It's been good. I just recently went to yoga for the first time in a long time. Shout out to Elemental Yoga DFW. That is a vibe.
Yeah,
It's a black-owned yoga studio. It was I invited you, but you couldn't make it.
I know. I saw the pictures of the studio.
I invited Trevor, and Trevor is not going to do that. When I told him about it, he just started laughing. So I kind of took that as he's not going. So
Yeah,
I did it
yeah.
by myself. But
It's typical Trevor.
yeah, right. So I got in. Thank you, Leah, for inviting me. Inviting us. I got in there into the room, and Leah was there. Bree from WFA. You haven't met her yet. The other Bree. There's a lot of Brees in my life. She was there. Dia was there, who I just interviewed, which was awesome.
Cool.
So Shawnee Scott was there. I don't know if you know her. She's from 360 Media. She came here with Michael Sean. So she was there, which is crazy.
Wow.
It was just like a lot of people. I was like, it's all the women that have been helping me build this thing out.
That's cool.
In the same room.
And
So
then you
shout
guys
out to
all
y'all.
got to do yoga together.
Yeah, like I wish it was
How
like goat yoga.
cool.
That would be add goats, elemental, add some goats. That would be super phenomenal. So,
Yeah. You
but
add
yeah,
goats on
like
there.
shout out to all those ladies. Hi, thank you for embracing me and like bringing me into your world. It was dope. It was
Yeah.
they had meditation rooms. I got stretched out, which was kind of low key uncomfortable because I didn't go home and shower before. So I'm in like these weird contorted pretzel positions.
Oh,
and I was
I've
like,
never. How is that? What is that process? It's you're on a table
they stretch
and
you
people
out.
just like.
I'm gonna tell you, you will feel self conscious about your areas. Like, did I really get in there? Like,
Is that me?
yeah. So I'm like, oh, I hope. But I'm like, what? She's probably used to it. It's cool. So,
Probably.
But they lay you on a table, and it's in a room actually with blue lights, kind of similar, but a little bit darker. And it's a dark room. It's like it's got really nice sounds playing, like ambient noise, and she's just like contorting you in like all these angles. I'm like, yo, I grew up playing soccer. We stretched each other out.
Yeah.
But she had my leg in these angles
Did
that
it
I had
hurt?
never. No, it was a good pain because stretching it never feels good, right?
Yeah.
But I remember feeling like I don't remember ever feeling that part of my body in my life. I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "It's the angle, huh?" I was like, "Yo, you're hitting them angles." Like,
Like, wait a minute.
She paused, but she was getting in there. Like she was. I was just. He was like, so. But yeah, so I had that. They had wine and cheese.
Fun.
They did Leah like basically was like a shaman of sorts. Like she did a sound bath. I don't know any of the names of these instruments that make these
The
noises.
bowls, singing bowls?
The singing bowls, like the massive ones. One of the things she had sounded like waves in the ocean, and
I
then
wanna
sand
do
on
a
the
sound bath
beach.
so bad.
Oh man! So I was on a journey of like when I was living in Florida. I could vividly see the beach at night with the crabs rolling across the sand. I was like, oh, this is.
They say those are very
It
healing
takes you
experiences.
deep into your memories.
Yeah.
And then like she played another noise or sound, and it took me to Portland when I was hiking. I remember being able to see the top of where a waterfall started, which people typically don't see those. You just see the front view. So I was like, you're getting into like some pockets of memories I haven't even thought about in a while.
Yeah.
And then I heard,
Who was asleep?
I was like, yo, come on, dog.
Somebody was instantly
Yeah.
knocked out.
So it's a black yoga studio, right?
Yeah.
So the lights come up. Somebody said, "Who fell asleep?" I'm like, "Yeah, who fell asleep?" Because I was really in this journey, buddy. Like,
Right.
at first, I thought it was me. I was like, "Am I asleep?" I was like, "No, you're out of body right now."
Yeah.
But somebody's actually asleep. It's just not you. So
Wow.
it was a great time.
I've been wanting to do it, but all the places that I haven't done a deep dive into searching for places, but they're all like those like Instagram white girl studios and like no shade. Everyone needs to have their sound baths.
Yeah, but
But
we
like
just,
I want to take a journey. It feels a little more.
Don't feel like we don't love white people. Look behind us, Celestial.
Yeah,
We love you. Don't,
yeah,
And
yeah.
they listen. And we love our white.
I want to take
audience.
an authentic journey.
But like sometimes we just want to have things that we can call our own, and that doesn't mean that we love anyone any less.
Yeah, for
right.
sure.
Don't get it misconstrued. But it was nice to not be in Sunstone. Shout out to Sunstone. I mean, they're okay, but this was much better.
Yeah.
Like it was us, and it was a vibe. And I've never seen wine and cheese at a yoga studio with
I have to
salads.
check them out.
Yeah, like they had a meditation room. Like I've never seen all these elements in one yoga studio, and this
Yeah.
was the whole journey. Like you're going from stretch to yoga to sound bath back to center, I was like, pfft,
So
like,
this was an experience that anyone can get, or is that just because?
oh yeah, no, you can get it. Yeah, this was this
Interesting.
the free experience, which she'll invite us to some other stuff that are. It'll always be these things where it's the first of its kind in the city, and then it'll open up for the public. But we got to experience it for ourselves. I'm sure they've been open, but we got to experience it for ourselves before it gets the influx because it's going to get a rush.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It
have
is
to go
so
check it
cool.
out. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
it was amazing.
Like I said, I've had a hectic June, so maybe I need a sound bath.
I had a hectic week at work going on. We had a lot of stuff we had to get done, and I was in office this week, and so I needed it. I needed that break, that mental. I even took a half day on Friday. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I took off.
After I get this workload done, I'm out. After
Are you guys
after
off on
lunch.
Monday?
No, we're
June?
off on Tuesday.
I'm not trying to date the
Wait,
episode.
for
but-
Juneteenth?
Yeah.
No, these companies don't be giving a fuck about that. They don't.
I feel like that's a hate crime.
I was like, how is it? It's a federal holiday, but we haven't gotten to the
Yeah.
federal part. You know what I mean? Like, it is a federal holiday, but we haven't got to the part where everyone goes, hey, you don't have to be here that day. Like,
Our job just did it just this year.
Treat it
'Cause
like
they
July
didn't-
4th.
Yeah, they didn't do it last year.
treat it like Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Yuck.
At this
Shout
point,
out.
I want Halloween off too. Y'all need to get busy with that one too.
Honestly.
like it's a
Do
national
we get
holiday.
MLK off? We don't get MLK.
No, we don't get that off at all. I want the
Yeah,
whole
so
month
we
of
need-
February
we
off
need
too.
you.
I mean, I need 28 days to myself. You know what?
It's only a matter of time before they do like Pride Day and they get like Pride Day off.
Oh, if that
It's only a
happens and
matter
we
of
don't get
time.
Juneteenth off, you're gonna have some problems in the city. I'm just telling you. now.
Literally.
But no, I had a good time. It's been a good week. That was relaxing.
Good.
Tonight I'm gonna go and cook and relax. It's Father's Day weekend. Shout out to all the dads. By the time you hear this, I don't know when it's coming out, but shout out to all the dads. All the dads that are active in their kids' life and do what they're supposed to do and aren't fuck boys.
Especially that.
Yeah, because I know I'm speaking to somebody in specific out there that's doing my homegirl wrong right now. We're not happy with you, buddy. Do what you gotta do. But yeah,
Yeah.
all the dads that do what they have to do and take care of their responsibilities. This weekend is for you.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Love my dad. I love all the dads.
Dads, air horns for
Air horns for
dads.
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 Set it off.
Yeah, I love being.
You
a
guys
dad,
don't
man.
get the credit you deserve.
No, we only get one day
Mother's
a year.
Day, they like have parades.
Oh, my
they
God.
like whatever.
First of all,
Yeah.
Mother's Day f's up my birthday every year. We've talked about this.
Oh yeah.
Remember, my birthday always falls around Mother's Day. It is. I can't ever get a break.
Yeah. So Father's Day should be your day. Are you doing anything fun?
You know what? Actually, shout out to the Little Plant Project over there,
Mm.
Bree Clark. Hi, Miss Bree Clark. We'll see you soon. So the Little Plant Project is having Plant Daddy's Day. I'm a plant daddy.
Love that.
I'm a plant zaddy, actually. But so
You did show me your plant.
did you see-
It's like thriving.
you talking about Plant the Stallion?
Plant a stallion.
She got
yes.
bigger.
She's thriving.
She grows so in our area is very humid and it's a tropical plant, and so she'll get to be about 6 feet in height and 3 feet in circumference.
Jeez,
It's
that's
a
huge.
massive fucking plant.
Oh, I could not.
Our whole
have a
patio is
plant
just
that
like
big. Yeah.
it's crazy. So she had this huge stalk that grew up this morning and sprouted up and opened up last night. And I was like, "Pff, plants. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
I have a plant outside that like is living against all odds because I consistently
You
forget.
suck as a plant parent?
I'm It is the most resilient plant I've ever met, and I'm keeping it because it is so resilient.
It's teaching you. It's getting ready for parenthood.
It literally, because I
Yeah.
have consistently forgotten. I have this cycle of I'm like, oh my god, my plant, I'm gonna be a good plant parent, and then I'm a good plant parent for like 3 days, and then I forget again, and then it dies, and it comes back. It's just it's an abusive cycle.
It's okay.
I'm sorry for all
It's
you plant
okay.
people. I'm not a good
Your plant probably
person.
has body dysmorphia.
It probably does. It probably does. Well, that kind of leads us into the topic for
Look at that
today.
segue.
Yeah.
We're getting better at this thing. So
Leads into the topic. So today I wanted to talk about, I'm sure at this point people have all heard that DC Young Fly's wife, unfortunately,
yeah, rest in
untimely-
peace. I don't know anyone from that camp over there, but rest in peace and shout out
Yeah.
to all those guys over there. But yeah, that's horrible.
Horrible. And she passed away after allegedly complications from the mommy makeover procedure, which is a 360 liposuction, BBL, and breast reduction
At the same time.
at the same time.
And I don't personally, I don't want to unpack it too fast, but just to say out the gate, that sounds so dangerous. Just when you hear it, like
kind of does,
they make
right?
it sound cutesy though.
They make it sound super cutesy, and like
Yeah, they
honestly,
do.
I did not real. I googled it because I was like, "What the heck is a mommy makeover? Like hair,
Yeah.
nails, lashes? Like
Right,
what's
right.
what? You know?" But it is a very intense procedure, and
To me, it shouldn't be done, honestly.
yeah, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what like medically is
Just from
possible.
what I remember in
but
my classes, just
yeah.
knowing the body, that's a lot.
But
That's a lot of
does
stress.
it does
to put on
seem
the
like
body.
a lot of stress to put on the body.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, rest in peace to her. But it got me thinking a lot because it sparked a lot of conversation around, body positivity and all these women rushing to get, procedures done. And I just want to say at the top of the episode, if you choose to get a body procedure or any sort of enhancement, whatever, that is completely your choice. I myself have had a procedure. So
What procedure did you have?
I had a breast reduction, but
Was it hurting your back?
it was more aesthetic for me, honestly. I really
I
didn't
got
have
you.
back
I got
issues,
you.
but it was more for
But
the aesthetic.
honestly, in the long run, it's probably going to be better for you.
It likely
Yeah.
will be.
Yeah.
So like I totally get people wanting to make enhancements and take the fast track, but I think in our culture we have just kind of, like you said, created it in a way that feels so like cutesy and instant, and we create these bodies that are good for social media or for the male
Are they, though?
gaze. I personally don't love it.
Look, I went to go get some stuff some snacks from the store last night.
Yeah.
And some taco ingredients and all that. And there was these two women walking around the store. And I don't judge women at all. You do what you want. I
Yeah.
am totally in full support of whatever you want to do with your body.
Yeah.
But there is a point where the shit looks ridiculous.
And, like,
they
so that-
looked ridiculous. Their lips were ballooned, and like they had these massive titties. They were like way out here, and her ass was like way out. And then she just in the middle was this little stick figure body like holding all this shit up. It just
doesn't look like a human, right?
It looked like one of those cat, those little cat things where they climb around. It's just, that's what they, what I'm talking about? The little cat
wait,
towers.
structures?
Yeah, the towers where it's like one thing on one side.
Yeah.
That's what she looked like. I was like,
Yeah.
and they was like, they were so they were just so proud. I'm like, that's your body, but it's not healthy in the long run. It looks ridiculous. And why can't we just be happy with what we were given naturally?
So I'm going to ask you this because I've not really ever gotten a male's perspective on this. What do you think about the BBLs? Not
I don't like it.
the ones done well, not the like ones
like
that are
any of
clearly
it.
like gross. Really?
I come from the era of natural bodies being coveted and being a thing.
The 90s
And I also okay. And I also remember a time when it changed. Your Pam Andersons, your Baywatch time. During that time frame, Dolly Parton, all these people started getting fake boobs. But it went from like 0 to 100. It was like everyone was normal one day, and it was just like massive. And then you see the Jerry Springer episodes and that whole stuff. And then in that time frame, you saw a lot of ridiculous surgeries coming out. And then it kind of died down. Natural bodies kind of became a thing again. And now we're full on BBL, fake lips. Like, I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Not every structure and frame was made for those things either. Like, your body is contorted and is shaped and framed for your body. You start adding all these additives. You look like one of those Hondas with way too big of wheels and hoods and wings. And like,
exactly.
It just looks crazy.
And my thing is like, that is such a trend, right?
It
So like,
is.
why would you go under the knife for a trend? And now you see these celebrities like Keisha Cole. No. Yeah.
She took it out.
There's a Keisha Cole.
She took it out.
She took it out.
Black China took it
Black
out, too.
China just took it out, and they said Kylie reduced hers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, so it's like now you see these celebrities that are like trying to transition back to more natural bodies, but yeah, we still have these women that are like trying to attain this beauty standard and body standard that is truly not natural. You had mentioned when we talked about this about SZA and how she had.
She bought it. She bought her. She said she bought it, and I didn't like the message. No offense to her, music is great. Yes, your ass. You do, yeah.
And her body look. I personally think her body looks great.
Oh no, it's great.
It's like phenomenal.
great.
Like
It's great.
Totally get it.
Yeah, that's what the best thing money can buy.
That was the
right?
Bentley booty.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Rolls Royce. Yeah.
Yeah, she got the Rolls Royce
Chrome,
package.
yeah, it's the little
with
chrome
the
dealing woman.
Yeah, she did it.
But the thing is, it's like I don't like the message it sends.
Yeah.
For those of you who cannot afford that level of BBL, what do you do? And a lot of people end up in these scenarios where they're going to like very inexpensive surgery or surgeons to get it done. Sometimes not even by legal measures. Like they might be disbarred, or they might not have their license. They might actually not be in practice, but they're going to desperate measures, should I say, to get it done. And it's because of a societal norm that's around that we've all created.
And SZA, she talked about, she wanted to buy her butt because she didn't have time to go to the gym to achieve the figure that she wanted. And
SZA, you can afford to have a trainer come to your house, by the way.
right.
I'm just saying.
And like you said, like not all bodies are meant to look like that.
No.
Like, if I worked out for the rest of my life, I would not have a body that looked like SZA because my body does not look like SZA.
Me either.
Neither does yours.
Same problem.
I mean, it just is what it is. So I think we need to just be more comfortable in our own bodies and our own skin. But I have been tempted early on in my earlier 20s to say, okay, well, I'm going to go get me a BBL and go do the thing. And I'm so glad.
Does Angel even care about any of that shit?
No.
Neither do I.
Yeah, like the guys don't care.
Send him a dap from me.
Yeah.
There you go,
Like,
Angel.
guys do not care about that.
Honestly, like, I think, but let me be really, really real. Guys, we kind of created this fucking monster because we're nasty fucks. We are so perverted and so we just want everything that we want. We want every woman to be what our vision of it is. But by pushing that ideology, you're creating this environment where women are running to these surgeons. It's not only women that create the environment. It's a lot of guys pushing off these narratives or these ideas of what we think a woman should look like or how they should be composed, how we over-sexualize them. Like, guys are really at fault for that too, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's talked about enough. So men, you have to be a conduit of change too. Like, you have to tell that woman that's in front of you, it's okay to be whatever version. And then if she's not for you, find someone that looks like her that's natural.
Yeah.
Don't try to push her in a surgeon to get what you want. Like,
exactly. And, you see these women, they post on Instagram and then they get like thousands and thousands of likes and so many men in the comments. And I think as women, we equate that to value. When in reality, it's just a horny dude that's all big booty and he clicked like and then that was it. It's like, it's not really like, it's not like, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. But we live in a like currency society that like makes you feel like because someone liked a post, then that means anything. And it doesn't.
they don't care about you.
It doesn't. No.
They don't. And shout out to DC Young Fly too. That's still sad.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
Like, I know I don't know what she was going through. I don't know why she chose to, but I mean, any woman that makes a choice is her choice.
Right.
But at the same time, it's still tough to go through that. You don't want that to be the outcome. So I know I know he's handling it well, which I love the way he's handling it. It's
Yeah, me
cool.
too.
He's very spiritual, and I can relate.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't mean it's not tough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think men go through similar like body dysmorphia?
I'm in it.
Yeah.
Someone told me the other day, "Oh, you look smaller." I was like, Trevor did. He's like, "You look good." He's like, "No homo." I was like, "You don't have to say no homo." Like, I absolutely know you're not gay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what?
Yeah, no, it was not necessary.
Yeah, you don't have to say that. But he was like, "You look good." He's like, I was like, "I don't." It's the thing I told you guys last time.
Yeah.
Until I look in the mirror and see the body I want to see, I'm never gonna think that I'm there. Like,
Yeah.
Until I look at it's weird. Like,
I feel like that's not talked about enough. Like guys.
men body. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You see people that look like Stevie J. No, that's not a great example, but he's.
Stevie J?
You don't know who Stevie J is?
I know him, but does
He's
he have a good
swole.
body? Okay.
He probably bought a lot of shit too.
Idris
But
Elba, maybe.
Idris Elba. Like,
Yeah,
there's a lot
yeah.
of guys. Any guy that you want to liken it to, Brad Pitt or pick one. You know,
Yeah.
there's all these guys that are Liam. Or, is it Chris Hemsworth?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, calm. I'm gonna tell Angel you better relax. So
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah,
you need to say it one more time.
No, that's okay. I was just thinking. I was thinking
You
about
good?
it. I'm good. 10 out of 10.
You feel the same way about Liam Neeson? Is there anyone else? Okay. All
Liam
right.
Neeson actually does have a
Okay.
rugged quality.
Somebody has a rugged white boy fetish. It's cool. So, but no, you see these guys and women, oogle over there. Like, see what you just did?
Yeah, I know. I'm part
Right.
of the problem.
Yeah. So of course we're gonna have body dysmorphia. I had
Yeah.
a chick, and I'll never say names. I had someone tell me this years ago. She's like, "You're really handsome, but if you lost weight, I would date you."
Dang.
I was like, "Oh, well, go fuck yourself." Like, it's like, yeah. Like, so when we get stuff like that, believe
Yeah.
it or not, we
Yeah.
have women that will hold us to high standards too. You got to have this car, that look, this smell, that house, this job, that position, this cloud. Like, we have the same. We go through the same thing.
I've heard it a lot with height, like men who want to be taller.
I'm so
than
happy
they
I'm
are.
5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's average, right?
I think it.
A little bit above
I think it's
average?
like a little bit above.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a lot of women, if you're under 6 foot, you ain't shit.
And that is.
It's like, where does this come from?
Where does that come from? First of all, I've dated a 6 foot. I'm short. I'm like 5'4".
Right.
I've dated a guy who's like 6'3". It's not comfortable.
Wait, what? What's not? What about it?
It is not comfortable having a partner that is that much taller than you.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot. It's a lot of reaching. You always are looking up in the bed. You can't
You always
ever.
feel like they're looking down on you.
Yeah, in the bed you can't ever really get all that comfortable because
Yeah.
it's like it's a different. So like honestly, women, we should try to be a little more proportional with our partners. I get it. Like, you
Yeah.
want the, like, teddy bear, like, protector thing.
But you can get that in a 5'10" body.
You can get that in
I
a
protect
5'10"
my daughter
body.
just fine.
Try
me.
You can get that in a 5'6", 5'7" body. Like, it's not about the height. I am so anti 6 foot fetish because I'm just like, y'all are like, there are tall women who should have
It makes sense.
a tall guy, right? Because it's proportional. But you were like 5'2", and you said, I only date 6 foot people. Like,
I won't, because they want to be
seriously?
picked up.
they want
That's some
a
old
beam.
nasty
Just want to climb the ladder to go talk to you every day.
I
Like,
get it.
no.
I get it. I mean, I get it, but no, I think it should be about choice. It's whatever choice you choose. I just don't like that we have so many standards.
Yeah.
It really creates this environment where people don't really identify with who they are, or they don't accept who they are.
Exactly.
And I hate that part.
They're afraid to like what they like and be who they are. Like just with like women, men. There's some men that won't be able to look like Idris Elba. Idris. Idris Elba. Like it's not.
Is that another one of your fetishes too? You've said his name several times.
Idris is very attractive. Michael B. Jordan. I mean, we can go down the list of like the names.
I mean, if you're just
going
to shoot them out there, they might watch the show. You never know. Name them all. Go ahead.
It's okay.
I won't be playing this game. I'm not playing this game.
I mean, I'm also not going to play the game. We'll backpedal out of that.
No, leave it all in, John.
but truly, like it's. You have to be.
And pause. That sounded so terrible. Such a late pause. I was like, wait a minute.
But yeah, like it's like body types, they change. Like just like women, they go through different phases of your life, and you have kids, and so your body's different. The same thing as with men, and we need to give everybody grace on like what their body is.
You know, I'll give you some perspective on this. How much aesthetic does not matter. When I went to go talk to my doctor, shout out to my doctor, I finally found an African female doctor. Amazing.
African.
It's a hard journey with an African doctor. They do not play no games. So when I was talking to her the other day for my follow-up appointment, she was talking to me about some things I had to work on with my health. Nothing bad, but she was just like, we're black. And we're at this juncture where if you don't do this, I have to medicate you. And if you do, what do you got to do? When you never have to worry about medicine again, ever. But what I can tell you is none of that came down to what I look like. That's not what she cared about.
Yeah.
It came down to what's going on inside of these organs and how that looks on paper and how that can translate to a longer life or a shorter life.
Yeah.
So all these aesthetic constructs that we have are stupid because the biggest thing is when you go pull up your chart and do your blood work, what does that say? Because it doesn't give a shit about your fake boobs or your fake lips or your fake calves or guys with fake pectoral muscles. It doesn't care about any of that.
Nope.
Your body on the inside still is going to do what it's going to do. And if you keep adding this other stuff to it, you can in turn affect that part of you.
Yeah.
So to me, at this age, I don't necessarily care about how I look. Not to say I don't care about how I present.
Yeah.
But it's not such a focal point. It's more like, okay, I need to get these levels right. And if those are right, if I'm doing everything to get that right, well, the byproduct of that is having a better body.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it now.
Yeah, you have to approach it with love. You have to always approach it with self-love because even if you approach a health journey, which I've been on many in my life, with like, I need to be
Yes, I
this
have to.
body by that time.
Oh, I used to want to be 50 Cent. When he had the headband on. I was on treadmills listening to In the Club. Like,
you give yourself an almond a day and like kill yourself on a treadmill.
But again, I'm like, what's the Rock's diet? Like, this is what we do. Like, we compare ourselves.
Exactly. And we like try to put all this like self-hate and self-doubt into, and you realize that never works.
You're never gonna get there.
You're never ever gonna get there.
I've
or
spent
you'll
years
get there.
trying to be some other body that I can't be. Just like now, I'm just like, let me be the best body I can.
Yeah.
I have long arms. I can't be like Cock Diesel. It is very hard because I don't have short, stocky arms.
Yeah.
So I'll have leaner arms. I had to accept that.
Yeah.
I played soccer growing up, so I was never like Cock Diesel. I was always lean.
Yeah.
But that's the best version of me.
Yeah.
When I was that lean guy, there is no medicine. There's no CPAP. There's none of that. Yeah, I have a CPAP. There's no CPAP. When I was lean, there's none of that.
CPAP is the breathing machine.
Yeah, you put it in your nose at night so you have oxygen.
Yeah.
I used to be 315 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was out of college when I was playing college sports and then I stopped. Right, became a drunk, and then I started eating like really bad Houston food. It'll get you. So then I gained like ballooned up to like 315 pounds in my 20s, and I got back down like 91 pounds. So I'm back down from that, right? But at that time, I gained high blood pressure. I gained a CPAP. But these are things I never even knew I would encounter. So now I'm like on this journey to get away from all of that. These are just like the fallout from my 20s.
Yeah.
Not that I necessarily need it all now, but now I'm like, okay, do I sleep without it? Like, I don't know.
It's scary.
It is. It's very scary to go backwards. So now I'm like, let's
Yeah.
just get as fit as we possibly can,
Yeah.
and that should kill all that shit. So again, that's not about me wanting to look any kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be the healthiest version of me.
And like, I wish our culture celebrated like blood pressure rates and like.
Man, I check my shit all the time. Yeah, like you should.
Yeah, because it's like you said, it's about being healthy, and I think we live, at least because I'm in my now late 20s, but like I've lived my whole 20s just being like, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can drink any time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I went out last night. Ate disgusting, drank disgusting. I
Yeah,
woke
with
up
your
this
little Olive Garden.
morning.
You've been
I went to Olive
You've
Garden.
been fucking up this week.
I've
I
been,
saw
like,
your post. You've been at Olive Garden. I don't know where you were last time. I was like, is she trying to die this week? Like,
Literally, I went to Olive Garden, endless breadsticks, and then last night we went out and I had Cane's at like 2 a.m. Like,
oh, you went back to college days.
oh, like I
That's
really
some college
tried
shit.
it last
But
night.
Cane's does sound good. Why would you say that
It
to
was
me?
buzzing.
I'm not going to eat it, Doc. I promise.
It was really good. I couldn't finish it, but it was good.
I might eat that shit tonight.
I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But this morning I
I'm
woke
gonna
up
study vegan.
and
That's
I
what
was
I do.
like, oh yeah,
That's
that
what
is
I'm going to
good.
do. Yeah.
But anyway, I woke up this morning and I felt like death walking. I still don't feel like great, honestly. But
I almost told you let's not do this shit today. I was almost there.
Oh.
I had hair. I got my locks retwisted yesterday.
Yeah.
And beard and did grocery stuff. I was like,
yeah,
And then I had, had some party favors. I was like, I think I just want to stay home.
yeah. Well,
Dedication.
we made it.
High five.
We
Go
made
team.
it.
Trevor, we made it. I know you can see this. Where you at, Trevor? We made it. Where you at?
Oh gosh,
So,
Trevor's probably doing something wonderful.
I bet Trevor's asleep right now.
Yeah, but I say all this to say you can't just eat whatever you want.
cannot.
You can't just do whatever you want. Health has to be the priority, and you can't like fast track your way to anything.
No.
Health is not microwave. It's in the oven. Like, you have to like love yourself and put the effort into it.
It is plan, execute, rinse, repeat. It is one of my favorite things to post, and I keep forgetting. I haven't been posting as much as I should have, but plan, execute, rinse, repeat. That is what I've lived by.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have to be microwave, people. I know that society is telling you that.
Yeah.
I know that we're seeing that a lot. I know that you're seeing all these clips of people getting all these fake titties and asses and cars and chains and all this shit is happening. It seems like it's not happening that fast. You're just seeing it that fast because that's where you're on your phone.
Exactly.
I also wanted to ask you if you thought about this. Is something I thought about yesterday. So, and I've told Trevor this before, that I think that this little thing right here is the reason for a lot of this microwave culture, right? So everything is so fast, right? I can get it all in my house. I can get DoorDash to my house, Amazon. I can see anything
don't
from
have to
anywhere.
leave.
I can see anything from anywhere at any time. Like, everything is subscription, but like you can get whatever you want at your fingertips. But that also plays into shootings and body dysmorphia and identity crisis and a lot of. I think this thing here
Oh yeah.
is like the catalyst for all of it.
If I could throw away my phone, I would.
You can't no more though.
You literally can't.
It won't even stay off that long.
What do you mean?
I tried turning my phone off. It's never off.
Does it come back on?
No, it's always in searchable mode. It's never actually off.
Oh.
That is scary.
That is scary.
And you can't take the battery out.
Ooh, weird.
Think about it.
I watched Black Mirror yesterday. Now I'm like,
Oh, I know. Is it good? Is
yeah,
the new season?
Yeah, I watched like
I
I
gotta
didn't
get
watch that
into
many
it.
episodes.
But truthfully, like we're locked into these devices. I turned my work laptop off the other day, and I came in, and it was back on. I shut it down, and before I went to bed last night, it was back on.
What?
So I just
Ew.
unplugged. The screens in my room were on, the monitors.
Yeah.
And I was like, I shut you down like at 4:00 or no, at 1:00. Why are you? Okay, so you can. We're locked into all these devices. We cannot get away from it.
It's gonna be like tobacco in the 50s, 60s.
With the warning labels?
With the warning labels.
We should have one now.
We should have warning labels. It's gonna be like, oh, sorry, we didn't know cigarettes were that dangerous this whole time. I think cell phones are gonna be the same
We have
thing.
more than enough of a sample size to say that cell phones cause a lot of shit.
Well, it's a lot of money, right? Like I was looking it up, and they said $110,000 per person. $110,000 is what you'll spend in a lifetime on health and wellness. That industry is insane. That means between me and you,
I still think that's less than phones, though.
that's $220,000.
Yeah, I still think that's less than what you spend on stuff like this. Each
Yeah.
one of these is $1,000.
Yeah.
People get them every year.
But I'm saying that's the catalyst
Isn't
to
that crazy?
the health and wellness like space is allowing people to have these body dysmorphia issues
sad.
through their phone, and then you spend in the health space. Like, it's all like cyclical.
Yeah, and you're spending money on this. You're spending money, like, and none of
Yeah.
it's healthy.
None of it's
Like,
healthy.
if you're talking about spending money in the health space in a positive manner, right? Like, for instance, I had my gallbladder removed as an emergency surgery. Well, that's worth the money because I would have died.
Yep.
But I didn't.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah, I didn't go, hey, can you put some calves in while you're in there? No, what the fuck? No, I just want to be healthy. So, yeah. No, I wish that we were in a place where people were just accepting of themselves. It's hard for me to do it too. It's hard for me to do it too. It's hard for me to look in my mirror and go, it's okay today. You're not where you want to be, but you're almost there. You know?
Someone who's actually made incredible progress from where you were in your early 20s to now, do you have any tips on like loving yourself and your body and things like that?
Yeah, that's tough because it's something I actually talked to my therapist about. You just have to be accepting of the journey, right? So for me, it wasn't even looking at where I'm at or what my body looks like now, as opposed to when it was 315, as opposed to when I was like in tip top shape in college. It's never that. It's just where have you come? Like when I was in, for instance, when I was in the sound bath, to give you a perspective, at the very end of it, I was laying there smiling, and the smile was, I remember saying to myself, "Man, you've come a long fucking way. Like you really have. You've been through some shit." And like it's like you experienced all of your life in like one 30-minute session. And I was just like, it's okay. You know, you started your journey all over with yoga. You kicked it off again. You're working on yourself. You're eating even more proper than you have. You've been kind of lazy lately, so you're getting back in pocket. And I was like, it's okay. The idea is just to stay alive as long as you can. Make sure you're there for your daughter. Make sure that's because my life is different now too.
Yeah.
So in my 20s, I didn't have anything to think about other than just me and doing whatever I wanted to do with whoever, whatever, whenever, whatever I wanted to do. I just did it, right?
Yeah.
At this age, it's different because I have responsibilities and I have a team around me. Like I have to provide opportunities for you guys. I have a daughter to teach. I have a relationship to maintain. I have a work. Yeah, I have all these things. And so my advice would be just to accept how far you've come. Look at your journey, and no matter where you think it should be, it is where it is, and you got to accept it where it is.
Yeah.
And if you want things to be different, then just work from where you're at. Don't work backwards.
Yeah, and work from love.
Yeah, you gotta love yourself. I had to learn to love who I was. And that's tough to do because people will tell you all these things about yourself along the way. Well, you're not this, or you're not that, or you should be this, or you should have been here, you should have done this, should have been this, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? For me, I just had to learn to be okay with, this is me. And I love me, and I like me, and I'm cool, and I'm fun to be around. And like, this new version of me, I'm enjoying it. And like, just be okay with who you are.
And I think also just realizing like your body, your life, everything about you changes. And so if you get so fixated on this one version of you, because I like sometimes I'm like, oh, when I was in my 20s, I was
Hell yeah.
And it's like, but you're not, like you said. So it's like understanding that there's always going to be continual change in every version of you, and just like you said, accepting that.
That's all you have to do is just be accepting of yourself.
Yeah.
And really don't care what anyone else thinks because to be honest, they don't know what they want to be. They don't know who they are. A lot of these people that are saying these things to you, they're not comfortable in their own skin.
And they're projecting. These women that you see or these men that you see with these great bodies also have body dysmorphia.
They just can afford to actually display how much body dysmorphia they actually have. They're going through it.
Exactly. They're actually I don't want to speak for everybody, but likely they are going through just the same thing that you are.
I really, it's hard for me to believe that someone just wants to do that. There is something going on within you that's how it's coming out.
Yeah.
Right? It could be a number of other things. It could be through drugs, alcohol, whatever, but you chose to go the surgery route. I would say if you're going to do all that, throw that money at therapy. Throw that money at a gym. Yeah, throw it at healthier options to get whole. Not just body-wise, but health-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally. Throw it at those options and try to create a whole product instead of just trying to, those are basically Band-Aids when you start doing all this extra shit, right? So
yeah, and you're sacrificing something, even if it feels like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm not in the gym, I got it the fast way, right? But like you're always sacrificing something, and you have to imagine that if somebody had that procedure, someone like a Black China who made her life off of the way that her body looks,
right.
If she now is reversing that surgery, that has to tell you something, right? Like not to say that everyone's journey is the same, but like that is a drastic decision for someone to make.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong at all.
Well.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
Well, is that your last piece for this?
I guess so.
Love yourself?
Love yourself. I'm gonna try. I mean, again, I'm not an expert. I'm
No, I'm not
struggling
either.
myself. I woke up this morning like, dang, I feel bloated, but it's because I ate Olive Garden.
Wait,
Don't do that. Don't eat Olive Garden. Like, I don't know what possessed us to do that. We had a spa day and had too many cocktails, and the Olive Garden came
Well,
up
you
in
went to
the
spa day? Where'd you go spa day at?
We went. Where did we go? Spa Castle.
Is that live?
You know what? It's a different
Uh-oh.
experience.
Okay.
So it's like it's a
explain.
bathhouse, and so you walk into this locker room, and then there's this like hot tub, cold tub, different temperature tubs, and you walk in this like very dark room, and it's all women, and no one has clothes on, and it's just everyone's just kind of like soaking and washing themselves, and
Like
then,
naked?
Yeah.
Like naked.
Yeah, but it's women and men, but like separately. And then you.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and then it's not like I think
I
that'd
thought
be
they were just
like
all
an
walking
orgy
around.
house kind of situation.
I was like, you sure you went to a bathhouse?
That sounds like a brothel.
Yeah.
No, but then you leave that and then you go out. There's like hot tubs and cool tubs and water therapy and these incredible saunas. That was
Were
my
there a
favorite
lot
part.
of us in there?
You know what? Surprisingly, it was more than
Really?
I would have thought.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
like to see us in spaces where we're not typically at.
Yeah, it was.
I don't
it
know
was
why.
Nice.
It's just this thing. It's weird. It's just one thing I like to do. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I travel, I like to get a T-shirt and a magnet and all that sort of shit. Right? I have these weird quirks. I like to see us in places we're not supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean it was cool. They had this ice room, so that it was like 170 degrees.
Ice room?
Yeah, there was an ice room. So there was a hot room, 170 degrees. You sit in there like a Sherpa. It's like this like big tent thing, and you're like dripping, and it was hot and sticky. And then you leave that room and you go to the ice room.
Ooh.
Oh man, I think I unlocked a new like favorite thing.
Throw in some mushrooms and some ayahuasca. We got
Right?
a party.
I was like,
oh my
ooh,
god.
if I was a little high, this would be
If this-
a whole different situation.
We talked so randomly the other day. I was talking to someone about ayahuasca, and this is such a tangent. I want to do it so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to take the
see
journey.
The spirits. I'm okay.
I'm with it.
I'm okay.
It might be like the Black Panther where he goes under in the little.
Yeah, but what if you do it the bad way? Then the scene where he
Is there
like
a-
goes.
Oh,
Maybe it's the second
yeah,
movie where they
yeah.
go and then it's not fun.
Yeah.
Then what do you
You
do?
just never come back.
Then you wake up and you're like, because you know how bad
I mean, I'm
dreams
taking
stick
mushroom
with you?
trips and they were cool.
Yeah, but like, what if it's not?
I took a hero's journey. It was wild.
What's that?
That's where you take a lot of like a good amount.
Ah.
That's where you really see things. This whole room would transform.
And it was fun?
You know, you see those little AI clips where things start.
Yeah.
It ain't that deep, but it gets there. It gets wild.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very cool. We could talk more about that. But yeah, I would do it. I'm at this weird age where I just want to try new things. Not like hard, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But like I want to go on these journeys. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you know what? They say it's so much benefit, depression.
Everyone that I've heard about
addiction,
that has done
Yeah.
ayahuasca or done a hero's journey or mushrooms or something, and has come back a different person.
Yeah.
Not that the essence of them is still there, but they've come back better for having done it.
Yeah.
So I am like,
Yeah, it's
well,
fun.
sign me up.
Yeah.
I want to go to Burning Man. I want to do it all.
I would do Burning Man.
Would you?
Once in my life.
We should get the whole crew to go to Burning Man.
I would do it. I would do it.
Once, should I make that an annual thing?
I don't know. I just feel like now. I think I missed the season of Burning Man where it was authentic. Now it's like
It's all
IG,
trendy.
you know, it's like
everyone
trendy.
knows about it.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Margarita Ball here in Dallas. It was cool before everybody knew about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Now everyone's there. I don't
Yeah.
want to hang out with all you fucking heathens.
exactly. I don't want to be like with selfie sticks everywhere. and
No,
it's
I don't
like,
want to hang out with you losers.
Yeah, right?
That's terrible.
Right?
Yeah, no. But yeah, that was a fun.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we get out of here, thank you. Shout out to our brand partner, Celestial Beer Works. We got a cool project coming up with them this fall that we'll keep you abreast of. As always, thank you for listening to this show. We hope that you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed doing it. By the way, don't forget to go by Celestial and tell them that we sent you. They will give you a nice little discount of 15%. So head on over there, get some beer, wherever you are. You can travel down here. People do come from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Come get their beer. It's delicious. Also, before I finish this monologue, shout out to the people who helped us with the QR code campaign. We've getting photos back of them with their merchandise, and they love it. So it's cool. Did you see the little white baby in our shirt?
I did.
That was so cool.
She was so cute.
Right. Cute, cool, cute little kid. So, but yeah, hopefully you enjoy this podcast as much as we enjoy doing it. We hope that you learn. We hope that you grow. And we hope that you evolve. And we also hope that you come back and kick it with us all over again. Trevor, where are you when we need it? We prophetic. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
You just had to.
I did.